I mean, there are so many, my brother. If you are where we are, where you have to enter everywhere, you know, during the time of campaign, I move around all the units, all the wards in this state. I moved around 329 wards. I went around all the local government areas, 31 local government areas, 3 times. So I can easily tell you the level of situation that Nigerians live. There are certain areas that I got to, I mean, some of them may not have even seen electricity before.
You know, you said something earlier about not owing. What about pensioners? Are you owing your pensioners?
Pensioners, no. You see, when people talk about pensioners, there are 2 categories. When I assumed office, for local government, some of them were owed gratuity and pension for a long period. I had some money. I think there was some money that came in that time. We just tried to create some money. First of all, I paid 10 years arrears of gratuity within the first 2 months of assumption of office. Because, you know, mind you, I was secretary to the state government. So I knew some areas, you know, that was hurting some workers. And I needed to hit on those areas almost immediately. And if we were able to sustain the cash flow the way it was coming by now, I would have been able to intervene. Mind you, anything you do at local government level is an intervention. It's not your direct responsibility. But if you come back to my own direct responsibility, I mean, we're not owing pensioners at all. As far as I'm concerned, pension is part of salaries. It's only that these ones are retired, these ones are still in service. So I don't normally differentiate. When I'm talking about salaries, it's actually salaries and pensions.
Okay, because
the only thing I don't
they were talking about 3 months primary school pensioners or something?
See, the primary school challenges with the local government today. What you will ask is, how are even the teachers being paid today? No primary school teacher will be paid without the intervention of the state government. Definitely. You see, 3 tiers of government: federal, state, local government. The local government also have an allocation of the statutory allocation. But believe me, the statutory allocation they get today cannot pay primary school teachers, not to talk of local government employees. So every single state in this country today must intervene for primary school teachers who are serving, for them even to have their current salaries. And we all know the last 3 months had really been challenging. When I spoke with the JAC, the Committee on Joint Account, let me also put it on records, because I read in the paper that, you know, some people were abusing state governors about local government funds. In Akwa Ibom, not just now, even from the past government till today, you can quote me anywhere and check that, cross-check that anywhere. We have never intervened in any form, interfered in any form with local government funds. We don't touch it.
The money goes straight.
The money goes straight to JAC. They share their money. I don't even know how they share their money. It is only when they have a problem that, look, this money they gave us cannot pay salaries. How can you help us intervene? I come there just as intervention to support them. We've never bothered. Some months, I only ask the Accountant General how much the local government gets. Once they finish that JAC meeting, it's a recurring decimal these days. In the past 5 months, every single month they finish, they will tell you, look, please, how can you intervene? And I've been doing that, you know, happily over time, because
we'll move into politics. Sorry, we're really running out of time, and part of politics is also women in politics and women development. Time and again, there's been this talk of the menfolk using the women, and after elections, efforts at developing the women is not even seen from the government. Is that the case in Akwa Ibom State?
Absolutely no. You see, if you watch our programs and see what we do, the happiness you see radiating from our women will definitely tell the stories. Because you see, I talked about economic and political inclusion. When you're talking about political inclusion, it shows that you must break the barriers of gender, you know, sensitivity here. Women are fully accommodated. We have a robust scheme for women. In fact, even the small-scale funding scheme that we do for market women, for market people. You see, when it comes to support, people use women to connote, you know, the entire human nature. But here, most of those support schemes that we launch, we make sure anything we do that women get minimum 60% to 70%. That's what we normally do. Right now, we set up a small and medium enterprise scheme facility, for people who are managing small businesses, so that those businesses to grow. And we tell them that, look, after 2 years, we'll come back and see, this money we gave to you, have you been able to at least employ one more? We are not even saying so many. Employ one more, some of them will employ two. That scheme today, women are benefiting 70%. Only 30% go to men. And even in terms of appointments and so on, we try as much as possible to accommodate women. But mind you, we are still Africans. There are instances, and there are certain areas in which even women themselves will shy away. Even when you call on a woman, you say, give me a nomination. You'll be shocked that a woman will give you a man as a nomination. So you can't take away, who we are so easily from us. We can't just transform like that overnight.
Let me bring in...
By and large, women are all, part and parcel of...
I see people also asking, they want to know, what is the level you've gotten with the deep sea port?
Deep sea port is a little bit more technical than what people see. Before you get to where you start, water breakers, building those terminals, a whole lot of work is done back in the office, surveys, and the rest of them. Today, I would say that we've gone, in terms of paperwork, because there are a lot of paperwork involved. And mind you, you're looking for is bill operate and transfer. We're looking for international operators. So you must meet all, best practices. In terms of paperwork today, I think we would have done like 70 to 80% in terms of paperwork. But in terms of physical development, we are yet to sign, it's not only Akwa Ibom. There's a federal government involvement, because as a state government, you can't do it must be through Federal Ministry of Transport. So once we sign that, the physical aspect will come. But between now and this time next year, we're trying to open up access coastal routes in that area. I'm sure the day people see access coastal route towards that area, they will know that a whole lot have gone. But for today, paperwork we've done 70 to 80%, which is the key issue in terms of
very quickly. The project Family Empowerment Youth Orientation Program, how's that going? I understand your wife is handling that.
Sure.
How is it going?
It's going great. Why do I say it's going great? In most cases, when first ladies launch programs, they mainly look at women. But this one program that embraces youth a whole lot. So the impact is enormous, because it brings in the youths, not just the women. And in that case, you're able to bridge that gap. Because one day, the young lady you're seeing will also become a woman. So it's better to take her from now into that stage. Right. I think so far it's achieved the right impact that...
Let's wind down with this one. I know you said you're a professional in politics, but
correct.
Are you going to continue in this stead until the last day you leave office, whenever that is? In terms of the spate of work, the achievement, the development, the project you're pursuing?
The simple answer is absolutely yes. The speed we are running now, the focus on the development and people-oriented policies and projects will continue until the last minute I leave office. And it's not just me. It's been like that. That's why people say all kinds of things. Permit me just 1 minute to say, some of these things that you read in the local press, you also need to let people know. You see, once you are a professional in politics, there are certain things that are expected by, general public. Once they don't see that, they say, oh, he's not a politician. In Nigeria, people believe if you're as a successor, you must fight with your predecessor. We came into Akwa Ibom, we said, no, we won't match that banana peel in this country. We must look at our people and not at ourselves. A lot of fighting between successor and predecessor is ourselves. And once you see that happening, those people, they will start calling names. Some of you will say, oh, he's a stooge, he's this, he's that. Who will look at somebody who has managed resources for 26 years and call that person a stooge because you are not dancing the way they are dancing? Nigerians must look at government as a continuum. Today I'm continuing with the projects that my predecessor started without any barrier. the roads he started, he couldn't complete and continue. The projects he started, he couldn't complete and continue. If I had funds, I would have completed that even before getting into new ones. But because we're also laying economic foundation at the same time, a lot of things had to be done simultaneously. So let Nigerians get out of this and ensure that the focus is on people, not on ourselves. You know, people are expecting that, I expected him to come in and start, fight. Who has that time? We are here to serve people. We are for result and development oriented. So I need to clear that because a whole lot of people say, he's not a politician, he would have done ABCD. Sorry, we did that over the years. It didn't bring any good result. Now we must change tactics, we must change strategy.
Then,
and our strategy today, we do things that are... So I want to thank you for the opportunity.
Your Excellency, Udom Emmanuel, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Well, that's where we draw the curtains today on the program. We've come to you live from Uyo in Akwa Ibom State. We'll be back next week. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
And I'm Nell Tagwe. Happy Children's Day.
The next week just reminded us it's Friday. Many thanks for watching, and Sulaiman led us here again.